Time Traveler's blog entry, The Dawn of Mobile Commerce, 2007. Posted on my futuristic blog from the year 2007. Greetings from the year 2007. As a time traveler observing this pivotal moment in digital history, I'm witnessing the fascinating intersection of emerging technologies and entrepreneurial vision. Let me share what I'm seeing in this transformative year. The e-commerce landscape in 2007. The internet is buzzing with activity, though it looks quite different from what I'm accustomed to in the future. Yahoo still dominates as a major web portal, as you can see in the browser screenshots I've captured, and people are just beginning to embrace what will later be called Web 2.0. E-commerce is growing rapidly, but it's still primarily a desktop experience. Amazon is expanding beyond books, eBay continues to rule online auctions, and PayPal is becoming the trusted payment gateway for online transactions. However, mobile commerce is practically non-existent. The iPhone was just released a few months ago in June, and most people are still carrying flip phones or BlackBerry devices. The challenges facing online businesses are significant. Security concerns about credit card fraud, limited bandwidth for rich media content, and the general public's still cautious attitude toward online purchases. Most e-commerce sites use basic shopping cart systems, and real-time inventory management remains a complex challenge for many businesses. Mobile programming, the Wild West. Mobile programming in 2007 is like the Wild West, fragmented, challenging, and full of potential. Developers are working with Java ME, J2ME for basic mobile applications, Palm OS for PDAs, personal digital assistants, Windows Mobile for business-oriented devices, and BlackBerry's proprietary platform for email-centric devices. The iPhone SDK won't be released until next year, 2008, so iOS development doesn't exist yet. Android is just a rumor in development at Google. Most mobile apps are either basic games like Snake or simple utilities. The idea of a robust mobile ecosystem with app stores is still purely theoretical. A visionary student's bold proposal. In this technological landscape, I discovered a fascinating business proposal from a student at California State University, Monterey Bay. Roy Garcia has conceptualized something called the Fast Online Ordering System, or FOOS, and it's remarkably prescient. The FOOS vision. Garcia's proposal addresses a glaring gap in the fast food industry. Despite the popularity of chains like McDonald's, Burger King, and Carl's Jr., none of them offer true e-commerce solutions. Their websites mainly display nutritional information and sell promotional merchandise, but you can't actually order food online. The FOOS system proposes an innovative solution. 1. Customers visit a website like www.foos.carlsjr.com. They select food items from a Java applet catalog. The system generates a unique FOOS number. Customers can use this number to complete their order by phone, at the store, or through a drive-thru scanner. Key innovations. What strikes me as particularly forward-thinking about Garcia's proposal: 1. Multi-channel ordering, phone, web, mobile devices, and in-store kiosks. 2. Priority service. FOOS customers get dedicated point-of-sale terminals. 3. Flexible payment, not limited to credit cards, addressing a major barrier in 2007. 4. Security concerns, consumer wariness about online transactions. Market analysis. His research reveals that over 300,000 fast food restaurants exist in the U.S., with 1 in 4 Americans visiting daily. He correctly identifies that existing shopping cart solutions work well for grocery stores and specialty foods, but fail for the fast-paced fast food environment. The competitive analysis is thorough. He found that only 3 McDonald's locations in Boulder, Colorado were experimenting with online ordering through shoppingcartdirect.com, paying $69.99 per month for basic e-commerce functionality. Financial projections. Garcia's business model is ambitious but realistic for 2007. Target 700 stores in the first year, installation revenue approximately $200,000, monthly subscription revenue approximately $50,000 starting month 3, funding requirement $300,000 for scaling and technology integration. Reflections from the future. Looking at FOOS from my future perspective, Garcia was incredibly ahead of his time. He envisioned mobile ordering before smartphones existed, omni-channel customer experience before the term was coined, real-time inventory integration, still challenging today, and priority fulfillment systems, which are now standard in food apps. His proposal essentially describes what would eventually become services like Grubhub, DoorDash, and direct restaurant mobile apps. But he conceptualized this in 2007 when the iPhone was just 3 months old and Android didn't exist. The technical architecture he proposed, using Java applets and POS terminal integration, reflects the limitations of 2007 technology, but his core insight about the need for seamless fast food e-commerce was spot on. The browser wars and user experience. The screenshots I've captured show the state of web browsing in 2007. Internet Explorer 7 and Firefox are battling for dominance, while Safari is still primarily a Mac browser. Websites are simpler, loading times are slower, and the concept of responsive design for multiple screen sizes is still years away. Notice how different the web looks. Yahoo as a primary portal, simple layouts, and basic graphics. The rich, interactive web experiences we take for granted in the future are just beginning to emerge. Conclusion. Witnessing 2007 from a time traveler's perspective, I'm struck by how Roy Garcia's FOOS proposal represents a perfect case study in innovation ahead of its time. He identified real market needs and proposed solutions that wouldn't become mainstream for another decade. The e-commerce landscape of 2007 was ripe for disruption, but the technology infrastructure wasn't quite ready to support the vision. Mobile programming was in its infancy, consumers were still cautious about online payments, and the restaurant industry was traditionally slow to adopt new technology. Garcia's proposal serves as a fascinating time capsule, showing both the entrepreneurial spirit of the era and the technical constraints that would soon be shattered by the smartphone revolution and cloud computing boom. As I prepare to return to my own time, I'm reminded that the most successful innovations often come from students and outsiders who see possibilities that established industries have overlooked. Roy Garcia's FOOS may not have revolutionized fast food in 2007, but his vision accurately predicted the future of mobile commerce and on-demand services. End of transmission from 2007. Note: this blog entry was composed during a time travel expedition to document the early days of mobile commerce and e-commerce innovation.